It was beautiful. It was something that should have been a thing, and it just wasn't. And I just don't understand why. This is News on a Tuesday, and today we've got, obviously, some things to talk about, things that are newsworthy, things that may be happening, coming to your world. And if you really didn't realize, today is March 1st, and March 1st brings a new month and brings with it all the lovely Lego goodies that are coming your super duper way as soon as humanly possible. So let's talk about some of the great stuff that is coming your way, not right now, but soon. Anyway, so let's kick this thing off. March 3rd is quickly approaching. There is a new gift with purchase that was rumored, but now we have official details on this thing. And what it is a gift with purchase, obviously, featuring Jane Goodall. It's Jane Goodall Tribute 40530. If you spend 165 buckaroos on any Lego sets, you get this thing free. Now, it does come with the new sculpted monkeys. I do love the new monkeys. The monkey, look at the monkey. Sorry, that was a Seinfeld thing. You know, some people are going to be like, oh my God, shut up. Anyway, so it does come with new monkeys. I don't know. I'm imagining that is probably a print where it says about Jane Goodall. I like this. I like the trees. I like what's going on here. And you get the 3 monkeys, so that's a huge, big deal. I like that a lot. Now, this is going to be available starting March 3rd, and it's going to run to, I believe, March 15th. So you have some time to pick it up, but most definitely, if you're going to spend and you're like, not March 1st, maybe I'm going to wait a couple days, get it then. Get it March 3rd. Here's the thing that drives me absolutely nuts. This is intentional. This is absolutely intentional by Lego. They are fully aware that the first of the month, when all the new things release, that people are going to go buy them up, whether it be in store, whether it be online. And what ends up happening? Things go out of stock, back order, and then you run into the issue of, we'll restock, like, let's say in 3 weeks. Well, it's too late then. It's too late. I can't get this set. Maybe I wanted to get the entire wave of Harry Potter, and now I can't because it's sold out or it's out of stock. It's on back order, and they've done a really good job with their back orders. But, this was an intentional ploy of saying, all right, we're going to release it on the 3rd, knowing that people are going to spend money on the 1st, and maybe we'll be able to get them to spend more money on the 3rd or somewhere in between there to be able to get this special gift, which it's a nice one. It is. The price, the price seems a little bit steep in my opinion, but it does look pretty cool. Now, I know there's a few peeps out there that had an early review copy of this. I believe Rambling Brick had this, if I'm not mistaken. Some really cool stuff with seeing what people have had to say about this. So I do like it. Man, that's expensive. I don't know, but you could easily rack up $165, especially in the first few days of the month. So that aside, let's move on to something else. There is a new Lego house set coming, and we finally know what it is. I've known about it, and now I want to share it with you. So what this lovely beauty thing is, the Lego house has been doing these exclusive sets. I believe this is number 3, and it is an exclusive for Dagny Holm, who's a master builder. And she has created a bunch of the what do you want to call them? The builds and stuff like that, the models that are around, Legoland Park in Billund and stuff like that. She has done a ton of work. And it's just kind of one of those things where, it's a tribute to the very first Lego Master Builder. This thing is going to be incredible. Now, they do have her in a semi-brick built form. There is some technic mechanisms that are going on here. under the table. I'll be curious to see what that actually does, but man, it looks really nice. So they have the wooden duck in there. They have the giraffe, a giant giraffe. They've got a bunch of little stuff in here. I like what this is. I really like what this is. It's a really cool thing. If you have the opportunity to be able to get to Billund and get this thing, you are going to absolutely love it. I guarantee it. You're going to be all over the place happy. Now, this set is going to be just under 1,100 pieces, 1,068 to be exact. It's going to be of substantial size. And the price on it, well, it's going to be 600 Danish krone. Now, I'm not quite sure what that works out to in USD, but it's not as much. It's not nearly as much. So, yeah, it is definitely something really cool. I'm looking forward to this. The big brick-built giraffe here, I say big. The brick-built giraffe here looks really sharp, so I think it'll turn out pretty nice for those that can or have the opportunity to be able to get there and get it. And why wouldn't you? The other sets, like the wooden duck, I think wooden duck was what, last year? Some really cool stuff. 2 years ago, whatever it was. Some really, really, really cool stuff. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about, how many times do we get Lego idea sets throughout the year? All the time, right? It seems like we get Lego idea sets every constant. It's just like any other theme. And the latest review stage, we've got some more. And we now realize the winners for the second review stage from 2021. And they were chosen to officially be Lego idea sets. And there were a bunch of others that were not chosen. So the two that were chosen, the A-frame cabin by Norton 74. I love this thing. Can't wait for this thing as a set. Love it. It's absolutely gorgeous. The trees, I hope they do it justice when they actually design it and create it as a Lego model, that they actually kind of keep some of this stuff close to what this designer did. I think it has potential to be a really hot set and maybe even a set of the year. So I guess that would probably be next year, right? Maybe. I don't know. All I know is Starry Night is in the process of being designed and stuff like that. So wait and see what happens with that. But I would love to see this if this came like late in the year. This would be something really cool to pair with some other castle-esque type things, even though it's not castle, but it kind of fits that weird period to me. Anyway, oh goodness, this next one, I didn't even know what this was. I'll be honest. I had no idea. I actually had to Google it. BTS's Dynamite by JB Brick Fanatic and Bang Tan Bricks. Okay. I had no idea. This is the band from South Korea? No idea. I had no idea this was a thing. I had no idea this was even a thing. I didn't even know this was up on to be able to be voted for. And what you have here is you have, I guess it's from the Dynamite music video and stuff like that. They've got this little set build that is going on here with a little donut shop and the disco and then the sweet music shop. It's okay. It's not bad. It is definitely not up my alley by any means. I know they have a massive following. Massive doesn't even do it justice. I didn't know who they were. I've heard their songs. I heard this song. I didn't know it was a boy band that sang it for some reason. I did not know. I honestly did not know. And I don't listen to music as often, especially not poppy type stuff. Not at all. K-pop, whatever it's considered, not up my alley. So probably because I don't have that nostalgia factor, it's really not going to do much for me. There are going to be people that are going to go gaga for this and buy multiple copies of it. Now, one of the things that was under review was the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. It did not pass the review stage. And I honestly, I struggle to understand why, right? I don't know why it didn't. I really don't understand why it didn't. It was beautiful. It was something that should have been a thing, and it just wasn't. And I just don't understand why. It was so beautifully done, and they've done so many other things. Now, some of the other sets that didn't make it from this run, a lot of people were looking at the A-Team. Like, oh, the A-Team, yeah, they're going to definitely make it. They didn't. The Jaws ship, I would have loved to have seen that. I supported that. I was all in on it. The Tavern in the Snow, likely that wasn't going to make it. Anything modular, I just don't see happening. I just don't think it'll ever happen. The Boston Dynamics robot, I won it in the worst way. I mean, I did. I thought it was going to be something that it's gonna reach a small group, a small faction, but I thought it would have been so neat. I'm sad it didn't make it. Now the GameStop shop, Shack, of course that wasn't going to make it. I figured that wasn't going to make it, but you just never know. Some of this stuff where you have to buy the IPs and stuff, but then I'm like, wait a minute. They're making this set. Now, obviously, they don't need to do the likenesses of the musicians here for the Dynamite set. If they keep the faces blank, right? I mean, that seems common sense there, I guess. Spaceballs did not make it with this go round. And then there was a Lifeguard Shack that didn't make it. That'd have been cool, but I think it's just a little bit too small. That would have been a more expensive GWP for me that I'd have been okay with. Now, I will be curious to see what makes it to the Bricklink Designer Program out of this, if any of them. Now, you had the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine van that didn't make it either. I know that's going to tick off a lot of people. I don't know. I maybe that's an interview for another day, honestly, with Sam Johnson and his team, or just Sam in general, and just to pick his brain. I have so much curiosity as to what the design, or not the design process, but the decision-making process goes into choosing this. Is it design specific? Is it, the IP stuff? I'm so curious to know. So I'm going to dog ear that for a future show, hopefully. So yeah, that's what I've got for today. I'm definitely excited about some of the new stuff coming. Remember, like I said, it is the beginning of the month, so all the goodies, all the new stuff is coming or is available. So make sure you do check out what is available so that you can go spend all your yummy money and get whatever you want, really. Just go have a lot of fun. Go hog wild. Anyway, so I hope everybody is doing well, especially those of you, before we get out of here, especially those of you in the Ukraine region of the world, the Russia region of the world. I'm not going to make this political by any means, but I definitely, my thoughts are definitely with you. There's nothing that I can do. I feel absolutely helpless. I just want everybody to stay safe over there. I hope everyone can do their best to stay safe, and hopefully it'll end in a good way for all of you over there very soon. So my thoughts are with you. So that's going to wrap up News on a Tues today. And until we meet again next time, I'm your minifig host, Matt. Let's build on it.